Commissioners Court. We're in the Polk County Regional Health Building, Suite A, Livingston, Texas. If you would at this time, turn off any devices that you might have on. And we are going to ask Chris Borden to lead us in the invitation from Livingston Assembly of God.
Thank you, Judge. And I appreciate the opportunity to come in again, as always, to pray over this time. This is the first day of Rosh Hashanah. So this is a time for us to reflect on where we are in our relationship with the Lord. And so today I'm just going to lead that all of us would just have God's hand in what we do today. Would you bow your heads with me? Father, I thank you for this opportunity to come together today in this setting. We thank you, Lord, for this day. Your word declares that this is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm thankful for our health. I'm thankful for these men and women that have availed themselves to lead our county. I thank you for all the people that are here today. I just pray, God, that you would just lead us and guide us today. I pray for wisdom. I pray for blessings. I pray, God, that even in our time of discussion, or we may agree or disagree, I pray for us to be able to do that in a civil way. Lord, I just pray that you would touch our nation, touch our county, touch our state. Everything we do, let us do it for your glory. And I thank you for it. Bless this time today in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Madam Clerk. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we have some public comments. Mr. Lambeth, you want to step up to the podium?
I didn't want to, but I will. I just here to tell you that, in case you're wondering about the geese at Lakeside Village, the sheriff department has done 0. They're still there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Barbara Justice, Workforce Solutions. Like, I know I saw her.
Sorry, I was talking to him. Good morning. I just wanted to update you all on some things that's happening with Workforce Solutions. I have a copy of a flyer where we are going to, have the Red, White, and You hiring event. Is going to be on November the 12th. That is for military, but also friends, family, and the community as well. And then I have the flyers that can be posted for job seekers as well, for them to come out. This year, it's going to be in Lufkin at the Pitzer Garrison Convention Center. So all are welcome to come and participate in that. Then Workforce Solutions has some programs, some new programs going on with on-the-job training, as well as some grant opportunities for the community and for local businesses. Some of these grants can be up to as much as $250,000. Some of them are skills for small businesses. This flyer brochure details everything, but also it has the contacts at Texas Workforce Solutions where you can reach out to them and they can even help with the grant writing. That information. And then on October the 1st, we're having a career expo at the Polk County Polk County Center. We're doing this in collaboration with the Texas State University Systems, and I know I brought the information to you, Judge, and you took it to your departments. This is where I'm going to need y'all's help, though. I have no fire department and no sheriff's department. This is supposed to be for Polk, San Jacinto, and Tyler County. I know Tyler County and San Jacinto County are working on their county fairs and things like that right now. I just spoke with the county fire marshal. I've been talking to the city, and No one has responded, but I'm gonna get with him. This is going to be indoor as well as outdoor. The way it's set up is there will be aisles, industry-based. So if the students are coming in, this is for the target audience is students from 8th to 10th grade. So the students will come in, there will be an aisle for healthcare and education, construction, manufacturing. So if they're interested in that particular field, they go down that aisle, they talk to the employers. All the employers will have interactive displays that they can touch and see and feel. Chico has a thing where they can press it and the light goes red and it shows all the houses on this grid are out, no electricity. Turn this back on, this transformer, it shows them kind of what happens. Georgia Pacific has something similar. There's gonna be something on the outside as well, where we will have the bucket trucks, we would like to have the fire department, some of the sheriff vehicles, so these students can go and check and touch and feel this to get an idea. It's a career exploration, just for them to see what's going on and what's out there. So if you all can help me with getting somebody, I have reached out to Ms. Sherry at the Sheriff's Department a couple of times, and I put flyers on the different fire departments, but no luck. We have 200, well, a total of 610 students, but 290 are coming from Livingston Junior High. So this will be a great opportunity for these students if we could get those individuals there to assist us. Thank you so much.
Sounds
Thank you,
good.
Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have some information reports. I'm quite sure that the Polk County Historical Commission doesn't mind conceding to our neighbors first, to the Alabama Coushatta Tribe of Texas, because they have some information to share with everybody. So who's going to speak?
Good morning.
Good
Thank you
morning.
for allowing us to present to you some information that recent development. So we have received confirmation from the National Indian Gaming Commission. We had made a petition to them about gaming on tribal properties outside of the reservation over in East Polk County. The Leggett land is eligible for gaming, so we plan to develop our Osceola Casino Resort there. So I just wanted to give Polk County a heads up and inform you of our recent development, and we're very excited about it. It means a whole lot of new jobs, a lot of new opportunities for taxes, income, roads, the whole thing. So we look forward to it, and we just wanted to give you information as we got
Answer
it.
any questions? Anybody have any questions?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to recognize our own Polk County Historical Commission, but before we do that, I'd like to give y'all some information. So the 2024 annual report summary for county historical commissions is that 193 reports were received, documenting what they've accomplished. The volunteer hours across the state of Texas was 372,866 volunteer hours, and the monetary value placed on those volunteer hours is $11,609,651. So the education and training, 72% completed their orientation, 45% attended cemetery preservation training, 47% attended historical marker training, and 62% attended other THC training. So you can see how the preservation activities across the state of Texas have a big impact in terms of providing benefits. They also have preservation activities. So 150 hosted a preservation education event, 133 partnered with another community organization to provide services, 124 provided tours of a historic site, 123 volunteered at a museum, 123 monitored subject markers, 122 monitored historic cemeteries, 80 monitored designated properties, 77 promoted sites for heritage tourism, 55 conducted or archived oral histories, and 48 participated in Section 106 reviews. So we want to thank our local historical commission for all their hard work in the name of Polk County and for contributing to the benefits that all historical commissions provide to the state of Texas. So if we could have our historical commission come forward, we would like to recognize them.
Don't get the chips.
Make sure you don't lose yours.
Too late. Too late.
Y'all come on up this way.
Doing today.
Slide over here now.
Just come on.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
Get close.
We're not allowed.
That's in my blood.
No, come here. We got to get all the historical
I think we gotta get on bus.
Okay, everybody turn aside. That's a story.
Go up the highway back.
They're good. Turn sideways. There you go. Okay, this is becoming old hat. She's hiding behind.
Are we making it?
Yeah, are y'all in? One more. Okay, thank you all. You want to say a word?
You have a good day, Excuse me, ma'am. All right. Crap you in here. Behind the building, that's where I park.
Okay, Milt, you got him so preoccupied protecting his chair.
Thank you, Jerry Wayne. Yay, have a good. Thank y'all.
Okay, go ahead, Patricia.
As chairman of the Polk County Historical Commission, we want to thank the county and Judge Murphy for all your help. If our audience has not been by the Polk County Museum, you need to go by there and look at the handicap parking and the extra parking that we have. And we're so appreciative of that because that will help bring visitors into the center because they'll be able to park and get in the building. And so we're really working hard. We're about to get started on some renovations on the inside of the building. And so I think it's going to be an exciting time. And we're also getting ready to start thinking about the 250th anniversary. So we're going to plan some things. So we need to get y'all involved, and we just appreciate all your help and all your positive comments. Thank you so much, and we appreciate the award.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Thank you
y'all.
all for all your hard work. Okay, we coincidentally also have our yearly informational report from the Polk County Memorial Museum. Betsy, you want to come forward?
Is that a choice? Good morning. It's good to see you all. My report is in your packet, so I'm not going to bore you with reading it or take up all your time on this very long agenda. So, are there any questions towards me?
I don't have any particular questions. I do want to say that the cooperative agreement or arrangement that has gone on between the Polk County Museum and the Polk County Historical Commission certainly has rendered a nice addition to the museums. For those of you that have not been by there, it looks a whole lot nicer and it's a whole lot cleaner entry and exit, especially for those people that are that need ADA compliance. So
Yes, thank you very much. That's very appreciated, very much appreciated.
And Betsy has been doing regular programs also, which she always informs us during department meetings. Do you have any reminders on that?
Well, in fact, this evening, I'm going to be in the homecoming parade, so wave if you're out there. I decided to do that at last minute because I only found out about it last week. So, and there is an update on Indian trace markers. I don't know. I've talked with everybody but Milt personally, one-on-one about the Indian trace markers. We found 2 more over last weekend, and I went out Sunday and verified them. So I'm very excited to have those added to the list. And Nita and Herb Johnson, okay, have both invited me to come speak to the tribe about the trace markers and the updates on them and get a timeline of when we're actually going to go out in the field and replace those markers. We found 26 of the 65 actual locations, and we're getting GPS coordinates for those. So while you're out and about in your areas, if you come across one of these signs, and at this point, most of them don't have any paint on them, just look for the Alamo marker. It's the Alamo top, the rounded top, and that's an Indian trace marker. So if you find one of those in your areas, just let me know where it is. If you can send me a picture and a GPS coordinate, that would be even better. And I'll go out and verify it, find out if it's on the list of the ones that we're still looking for, because very soon, I hope, we're gonna start replacing the ones that we know of. But that's become a passion of mine that I do on my free time. Go out and chase down these markers. But that's very important to Polk County history. As far as I can ascertain, even though these traces go way beyond Polk County, they're a regional thing. We are the only county who took the foresight in 1978 to mark these traces. And so that's an important cultural thing that we need to be aware of and enhance.
Sounds good. Thank you. Anybody have any questions, comments? Thanks, Betsy.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, and I did want to mention, I don't know if this was a court thing or not, but I love this. This is a translator, pocket translator for our visitors who
Yes,
don't speak
yes,
English.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we're getting pocket translators for all of our departments so when someone comes in, you can translate.
I really love this.
Good.
Thank you.
That's good. Okay, item number 3, old business. Which one of these items would you all like to discuss?
On, as far as this goes, and the one on 18C and stuff, is that gonna interfere with any of that?
What are we talking about?
On the payout all accrual straight time upon the discontinuation of straight time leave? Is any of those gonna interfere with any of that before approval or what we agree or disagree on this?
Well, yes, it is to some degree, because if we are not going to pay for holidays, which is what we had already voted on previously, if we're gonna go back to the old way, which is what you said you wanted to do, then that means we're gonna go back to where they start accruing days, but then we're never gonna be able to pay them again. So we need to stick to the policy for holidays and clarify that those holiday hours are for the holiday, but they are not to be accrued, because the jail, and especially people that must work on those holidays, we agreed already that we would pay them twice the money. So they can't be paid twice the money and accrue the time. And so those people that do end up banking holiday time have 12 months to utilize that time. But the rest of them, if they are scheduled to work, then we are going to pay them twice the money.
Well, obviously, y'all know what my decision is on it, but
So you want to go back to the old way?
that's the way it's always been.
Well, we work very, very closely with the sheriff and the jail, because those are the ones that are impacted the most, to make sure that those guys could be paid.
Right. So you're saying as long as, even like the email that I received, so according to the email, basically as long as if they accrue any holiday time, we're still gonna pay them out?
No, sir.
Even the deputies?
Yeah.
Yes, if they are scheduled to work is the key word. If they are scheduled to work, then yes, they will be paid twice the money. Now, if you want to go back to the old way to where they collect them, we have people that we are never going to be able to catch up. Which also is another one of the recommendations we're bringing to the court, which is like on 18, that we go ahead and start at 0, effective October 1, and get all that time off, get those people paid, so that we can move into the current schedule.
And that's basically because everybody at one time, a year from now, everybody wants their money or something one time. And
Yes,
cost a holy
the
fortune to
recommendation
pay them. So
from
we get it
TAC
to where
was-
we're on a schedule.
Yes, it was that, you know.
If they work a holiday, then they get paid that double time for
If
that
they are
holiday on that
scheduled.
check.
If
We
they
stay
are
up to
scheduled.
date.
Yeah. we
Yes.
stay up to date.
Correct.
on that. It's up to date.
Correct.
And you said that's what TAC recommended, right?
Oh, we worked with TAC on this, we've worked with the sheriff, we've worked with the jail, and this is what would work, especially for those guys that are working in departments that are short-staffed and that cannot be out that day. I mean, the jailers, especially jailers and dispatchers have absolutely no flexibility, right? Somebody has to be manning the post. And so this way, if they are scheduled to work, and say 4th of July falls on a Wednesday, and they are scheduled to work on that day, then they get twice the money
Yeah.
if they're scheduled to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if they don't like their wife and children, or they don't, this is not volunteer to work, because we have had some other departments that were like, whoa, 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 I'll work 4th of July. So this is scheduled to work.
Okay, so what's gonna interfere with this, then, on, what the sheriff had, the payout on the accrued straight time? What is that gonna do to them?
Well, that's based on, the payout is based on moving forward with the current plan.
Yeah, zeroing out everybody.
Yes, zeroing out everybody.
Go ahead and pay them.
If we're not gonna zero out everybody, well, then that means we're gonna go back to your way of everybody accumulating time, which is not advantageous to anybody. It's not advantageous to our employees, for sure. It's not advantageous to the taxpayers. It's not advantageous to the county.
Andy, how is this gonna affect y'all's department on the payout?
So I think there's some confusion here. I think what you're fighting for has nothing to do with the double time pay. This is employees that don't work, they get a holiday on their books, but when they leave the employment of the county, they've been getting paid out for whatever's on their books. This has nothing to do with the double time pay. So that wasn't, I mean, if you're wanting to keep that and it changes everything else, then yes, that's gonna really affect what's going on now. With the way it's now, with the employees working and getting double time, it's not accrued on the books, which is big time for us because there's not as many hours on the books.
Yeah.
So we're not having to get these guys to take it off when they lose it and stuff, because they don't have it. They've already been paid for it, if that makes sense. But I think the argument was, what's accrued on the books, paying it out if you leave employment. That's the argument, not the double time pay and all that.
But with this, they won't be able to accrue any more holiday pay.
You still, if you don't work it, you accrue because you're paying other employees that work it, so they accrue it on the books.
No, they're getting paid for that 8 hours that
Not
day.
if
Not if you don't work.
If they have
Only
a
if you
day
work.
off, okay? If they have the day off, then that's your administrative leave.
Okay, well, they'll accrue that, but then they'll have to take that off.
They have an opportunity to take it off later. But I
Yes,
think the
a year
argument was,
later.
is that before, when you left employment for the sheriff's department or the county in a whole, if you had
No,
holiday on the
no, no, no,
books,
no,
it
no.
was paid for.
No,
Now, wait a minute.
that was the
If they get
problem.
a day off, they're off, and it's a holiday, then they still accrue 8 hours.
You
for the
can,
holiday.
you can accrue,
You
yes,
accrue a holiday time.
you can accrue holiday time. But here's the issue that happens. What's that?
If you're
Because
off,
it's your scheduled day off.
How you get paid for being off?
yeah, I mean, that's not
You
making
get
any
a day
sense.
to take off later.
If you end up working, but you should not be, because you should be, if you are scheduled to work, then you should be paid off, because you should be paid double. If you are scheduled to work,
And you work, yeah.
and you work.
But
Correct.
that right there, that's working. It's keeping time off the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah,
And that is working.
But I'm still struggling with getting time off for being off.
Commissioner, if a person works a 40-hour week.
Yeah.
And the holiday falls in between there on, say they work Monday through Friday, and they get Wednesday off, they're using that holiday time for that day off. Okay, those people that work Monday through Friday. Someone that works shift work like this, works 40 hours a week also, they worked, their shift 40 hours is done on Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
I got you.
Holiday falls on Friday. That's a regular day off, but they're still gonna accumulate a holiday to use at some later day.
Yeah, some later
Just like
time.
everybody
Okay.
else did.
So,
Yeah.
so the policy has always been that you do not get paid off holiday time when you leave. It has been applied, I guess I should say, unequally. Sometimes people did, sometimes people didn't. Some departments did, some departments didn't. So we clarified that it was not an allowable expenditure. So stop and think about that. If I accrue, and evidently we have people saying that they have 15 holidays that they've accrued, or 25, well, how did they accrue? There's not 25 holidays in 1 year. So that tells you that they're going beyond the 1 year. Okay, so now, what do we pay those people? Now that's an unlimited liability. So what are we gonna pay those people when they leave? So let's say it's 15 days. Okay, so when they leave, are we gonna pay them the rate of when they were there? When it was accrued? Or the rate after 6 pay increases? See, it's not a long-term liability, and that is a very poor business decision.
Okay, y'all good, Andy?
Yes,
Sir.
we work.
Y'all good? Y'all are good with it?
The way it is right now? Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we pass this thing. Move on.
Okay. Which section do you wish to pass? All of them, or just a
Yeah.
portion?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
All of it?
I guess.
Okay,
I want to
motion
discuss
to,
something before we,
huh?
Okay, well, go ahead.
I thought you were just talking about with them. When
You
I
what?
Well,
second-
this,
Well, is there something else on here you want to discuss?
yeah, okay,
Okay.
let's talk about it.
Well, let's
On the
talk.
change of the aging, the grants,
Mm-hmm.
contracts, and the veteran service. So,
Oh, yeah.
and want to put Ms. Plattenberg as a supervisor. Is that correct?
No,
Okay.
no.
Clarify.
Okay, I will be happy to clarify.
Okay.
So, two of them are on vacation. So this is gonna be my recommendation to the court.
Okay.
The pushback appears to be aging. So purchasing and procurement is totally happy. She stood up in court and said she was satisfied, right? And so purchasing and procurement has already started working with Jessica with the grants and contracts, and they're pulling that team together. The other ones, the Veteran Services Officer has also already started moving forward and visiting with Tammy Plattenberg with Social Services. So my recommendation to the court is going to be that we proceed with those two positions, okay? And that we simply pull aging out, since that seems to be where the real rub is, right? And so,
Well, she's not gonna be she's not gonna supervise them, they just turn their stuff into her, right?
yes, then that's why I don't understand what
Well,
the
it's the
deal is.
reporting. Well, first of all, Nicole ain't happy with it, okay? And
Well-
stuff, just because she stood up there doesn't mean that she's happy.
Okay, I'm
She
not
just
gonna
didn't like
argue
it.
with you because she
And then-
came in here and spoke to us as
Well, I'm
well.
not here to argue anything. This is
Okay.
Commissioner's Court, that's why it's up for discussion. And then, Melissa with veterans and stuff, she said that she would pass it by just because, you know, hey, it is what it is. If it doesn't help her, you know, she would have to work for Tammy, then she would, but not that she felt like she would have to report to her. And then aging, yes, she's not happy herself either, because I've talked to all these people myself and went around all of them and stuff. No.
But we need to think about the department, not the people. I mean, you know, that's, because we've got to think about as we're a county and we're growing and.
Well, if you want to think about that,
and
then,
look at-
and by
now,
all,
let me finish,
by all
please.
means,
Let me
it should
finish.
fall under the auditor's
Let me
office.
finish. But we think about it, you know, from that standpoint and see what's best, you know, that's regardless. I mean, we need to think about what's best for the county.
So, again, my recommendation stands. Obviously, we have conflicting responses, but my recommendation stands because those two groups have already started working together and are making progress. And we pull aging services out at this point because I have another recommendation on that. Evidently, all of you all were contacted, and we have been working with aging services, but have not been able to be very successful. And so we pull aging out, and we have one of you all supervise aging from this point forward, because the accusations that she has made are pretty severe and pretty serious, and they are, I do not intend to jeopardize my team. So my recommendation is that we pull aging out, that all of these things that we've been working on, because we've been working with her on trying to get grants, that department has been losing funding steadily because those are all debt cog grants. The county has completely lost the MET program because the federal government has shut that down. Debt cog is losing funding. As all of you are aware, that contract is no longer a year-long contract. It's a month-to-month. Well, that's a death spiral. That's what that is. So we've been working on that. So my suggestion is let's move forward with procurement, grants and contract, with purchasing, with the Veterans Office, and we certainly can come back and review the status. And my recommendation is that we turn over aging to you.
And I'll be more welcome to take it.
Okay? That work?
I was just asking to explain it to me exactly how it's gonna work. So,
Nothing changes, nothing changes. Tammy doesn't have any way of doing the Veterans Officer's job. She doesn't know what it is, any more than I could show up and do Grady's job. Right? It's just that consolidates the services, it consolidates staffing, and it consolidates expenses so that you're more streamlined and there's more interface going on. And this way, we pull aging out, and then Commissioner Dubose can work on the grants, streamlining the processes, streamlining the complaints in that department, and so forth. If I'm ineffective in working with that department head, well, there's four other people.
Well, they all work for the Commissioner's Court, which they should still remain to work for the Commissioner.
Yes, sir. No, and it would still remain that way.
Well, they see it differently when you have on there reporting to that one person. That kind of takes the reporting to Commissioner's Court out of the picture.
The
and puts
reporting
to that
is their
person.
timesheet. It's streamlining the timesheets.
That's the way it's being taken.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's the way they
It's
take
being
it.
misconstrued, or, yeah, either way, you know what I mean? So,
But the way I understand it, they just give them the time sheets, but everybody gets to share a secretary, so everybody could have a little more help.
That is
If
correct.
they need it.
That is
And
correct.
that's the way I understand it.
And I don't have a problem with that. I'm just asking, I was asking kind of like.
If it don't work
what
that
their
way,
duty
then-
was.
Yeah,
then
then
we
we'll
can revisit
revisit it.
it.
Yeah, we'll revisit it in
We'll
3
revisit
months.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no problem with it, but I just wanted to clarify and ask.
No,
Before I
absolutely.
went any further.
But I do want to pull aging out and allow Commissioner Dubose to be the person that represents the court in the discussions with aging.
Works for me.
Good week.
What about you? You good with it?
what,
Taking aging.
well, I think it still should be reported to Commissioners.
They do.
No, no,
All
no,
of them.
everybody's still,
Everybody,
yeah.
everybody in the county does.
Everybody's gonna still report to the court, but my office will not be interfacing, I guess I should say, because I do not wish to put any of the individuals in that office in that kind of position.
And I think it'd been better off really if the transitioning would have been
And you know what? That's
going to it in a
that-
better, different way.
And
You know what I
absolutely,
mean?
you have criticisms about the manner that I went about it, but we discussed it starting in the budget. We started discussing this before we even went into the budget. We started in January. So, okay, I need a motion.
So move.
Commissioner Purvis,
Second.
Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, new business consent agenda. Is there anything on the consent agenda that you wish to pull? Okay, I need a motion to accept then.
So moved.
Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, new business, your regular agenda. Personnel action requests submitted by department heads since last meeting, a review of any authorized emergency hiring. We don't have any emergency hiring. All of the PAS, copies of the PAS were included in your packet.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item B, any and all necessary action related to requests from Sheriff Lyons to pay out accrued straight time, FLSA time, and holiday time as presented. A copy of the request is included for your review. He's requesting a court's consideration to pay out all FLSA and straight time for deputies and all straight FLSA and holiday time for jail staff. The total payout requested is $169,389.21. If the court wishes to pay down the FLSA down to 80 hours, which will happen anyway per policy, that would bring the total amount down to $122,420.66. So the question is, do you want to pay out all of it, or do you want to pay it down to 80 hours?
If we're trying to clear it before the new budget season comes in, wouldn't it make more sense to pay all of it? Put it out clean?
So, yes, sir, in some cases it would be, but we had an incident in the past where we paid everything out, and then we had guys show up and say, hey, I was saving 2 weeks for hunting season. So Andy, are all your guys on board with this?
Yes, they're on board, plus with the short staff we are, and we're trying to control the time. They have time for hunt season. So yeah, we can pay it out, we're good.
Okay.
So they don't want to keep their 80 hours?
No, sir.
Okay.
None of that,
Not
no.
clean.
Yes.
I make a motion.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Dubose, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, this is where we discuss some of this information with TAC. Payout of all accrued straight time upon the discontinuation of straight time leave code, because we're moving away from that code. If the new policy is approved, which it just is, straight time will no longer be a viable leave code. So going forward, exempt employees will earn exempt credit hours that are non-compensable, and the 207K exempt employees will earn LE credit hours that are compensable. So TAC has advised that this is the best course of action for the county to take to clean up our timekeeping records, and all that accrued time will have to be paid out to get that time off the books. So we want to try to get it paid out in our FY 2025 budget year, so it requires approval. So an employee leave report that shows you all the accrued straight time as of the time of this review is included for your review, along with a report of personnel funds spent to date and remaining available personnel budget. So according to the leave accrual report, the total amount of straight time on the books is equivalent to $144,434 in wages. The total payroll budget for FY 2025 is $22,758,221, and the total activity to date is $19,457,971. So we paid out $808,339 on the last payroll. So the weekly payroll does not fluctuate, so we can expect to have money returned. So we would like to move forward with paying out all straight.
Would it be 144,000?
Yeah.
Yes.
So moved.
I'll second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19, consider requests for revisions and amendments to the budget as follows. The FY 2025 and FY 2026 budget revisions and amendments as presented by the County Auditor's Office. A copy of the proposed revisions, number 2025-19 and 2026-02, and amendments 2025-19A and 2026-02A is included for your review as well.
Approved.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Dubus. Second, Commissioner Purvis. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 20, consider request for capital purchases to be paid from general fund balance and included on the FY 2026 reimbursement resolution for year-end issuance of legally authorized debt as follows. So we've included a copy of the FY 2026 capital purchase projections and the FY 2026 tax note worksheet that shows everything that has been approved to date. So item A is police equipment for Constable Precinct 3 in the amounts of $6,972 to be purchased from Stalker Radar and $5,965.20 to be purchased from NKB Concepts. Constable Berman's capital projection request for FY 2026 included 2 radar detection units, 2 rifles with optics, and 2 shotguns. The quote for the radar detectors that was provided in the request was only for 1, so the amount approved on the capital projects projection list is short by $4,187.20. However, we have had other capital purchases come in below the original requested amount, so the money is available in capital purchase projections if the court would like to proceed.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 21, consider any and all necessary action regarding rebids as follows. A, we have a rebid, rebid number 2026-02.05 for limestone road base. Whose is this? 2.
Motion to approve.
Second.
1, all what?
All.
Okay, Commissioner Dubus, accept all. Second, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Rebid number 2026-04.05 for limestone road base. So same ones,
So, motion to approve.
same motion. Commissioner Cassidy?
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes. Item C, rebid number 2026-09 for motor grader blades. You have,
I guess accepted. I mean, that's the only one we've got so
Only one
far.
we're
That's a
getting.
different one than we got last time. So, I don't, motion to accept.
motion to approve, Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Dugas. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 22, consider approval to authorize Goodwin, Lassiter, and Strong to advertise for road improvement construction bids for the General Land Office Community Development Block Grant Regional Mitigation Projects as follows. Nick is here with Goodwin, Lassiter, and will be present, come on up, Nick, to answer any questions the court may have. And the first one is A. Okay, Nick, we had a question here on the general contracts.
Yes.
So we have one that is E536, and then we had another one listed that was E537. Are those merged together, or are we?
This is only bids for the E536.
Okay.
Everything related to the roads has been bid out and awarded under the E537 contract
Okay.
already.
So we're gonna remove that.
Yes, so item B can be removed.
Okay, so A, go ahead.
So these are the roads and bridges that are in precincts 2 and 4. We didn't bid them out earlier. We were still waiting, getting the plans finalized, getting the environmental. There were some additional assessments that were needed on that. We now have all that. So with the court's permission, we'll be in the paper this Thursday. We'll be in the paper next Thursday. We'll open bids October 16th. And then be able to come to y'all's next commissioners court meeting after that for y'all to take action on those bids.
Sounds good. So I need a motion.
Approved. Second.
Commissioner Dubus, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I need a motion to remove.
I'll second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, are y'all ready to go or something? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 23. Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.
Consider approval of 3-year agreement with East Tex Telephone for voice over internet protocol, the VoIP phone service. Grants and contracts has worked closely with IT to ensure that the proposed contracts included for your review covers all aspects of East Tex Telephone's proposal. The agreement has also been reviewed and approved by legal counsel. And a copy of the proposed contract was in your packet.
So moved.
Commissioner Cassidy?
Second.
Commissioner Dubus, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 24, consider approval upon conditions met or rejection of replat of Clearwater Springs subdivision application located in precinct 2. This is kind of one of those things that went a little sideways. So on June 24th, 2025, the court held a public hearing on the replat of Clearwater Springs, lots 2 and 3, to be known as the Acres at Alabama Point, Block 2, lots 1 and 2. Since then, the developer has decided to abandon the acres and just replat lots 2 and 3. As shown on the plat included for your review, Commissioner Dubos, Becky, and Jed Morris all agree that the court can approve this replat without an additional public hearing.
Motion to approve the replat.
Second.
Commissioner Dubos, Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 25, consider any and all necessary action regarding proposal from the Polk Central Appraisal District to purchase 202 Matthews Street, which is the property that's next door to them. They are proposing to purchase the 202 Matthews Street, which is a lot that adjoins their existing property for future expansion and to add taxpayer parking at this time. Purchasing this will allow them to extend the usable life of their current location for many years to come. At this time, with their current building, the projection is that it will last for 7 to 10 years. Motion to Motion, Commissioner Robertson, to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 26, approve resolution in support of Operation Greenlight for veterans. Operation Greenlight's mission is to show support for veterans of all military conflicts, as well as raise awareness about the unique challenges faced by many veterans and their families, and the resources that are available at the county, state, and federal level to assist veterans and their families. So by shining the green light, we're expressing our gratitude for their sacrifices and contributions of our veterans and their families have made on the battlefield and at home. So we're encouraging participation by simply changing one light in the home or one light in the business to a green light. Usually it's best if it's an exterior light, right, so that everybody can see it. So by shining a green light, we're letting our veterans know that they are seen, appreciated, and supported.
I'll make the motion.
Very well. Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, a copy of the resolution is included for your review. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
One question, where do you buy green light bulbs?
I don't know, ask maintenance. That's Grady.
What'd he say?
Where do you buy green light
You
bulbs?
buy
Lowe's?
Walmart, Lowe's.
Amazon.
I must have overlooked them when Amazon leaves me out. I must have overlooked them last year. I tried to buy them, I couldn't find them.
You can find them at Walmart. And I bought
I didn't
them
want
before it
Christmas
closed.
lights. All I seen was Christmas lights. Okay, I'll go back and
Nothing
look
wrong with
again.
Christmas lights.
But it's too many different colors, ain't all green. Okay, I'll go back and look.
You buy a green strand.
You complicating this.
Change them all out?
Well, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Okay, addenda numbers 27, consider approval of order adopting the Polk County Public Information Act policy and establishing time limits under Texas Government Code Section 552.275. A copy of the proposed policy is attached for your review. The county, by legislative decree, must have a policy in place and submit documentation of the official public records officer to the Attorney General's office prior to October 1, 2025. I do have to say that we have to thank the sheriff, because the sheriff is the one that catapulted on us up to consider public information officer, a public records officer. And so we were able to get ahead of the game. So we need approval of the policy and need a motion. Yes, ma'am. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Dubus, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis and Commissioner Cassidy. What time is it now?
10:52.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, everybody. Everybody go find some green lights for Commissioner Purvis.
I never should look for them.